can we land on Mercury? You are aware, supposed to be Mercury is the first planet in the solar system from Sun, and you can expect that it is very hot. And then is it possible to land on Mercury? We are going to discuss this in detail. So part number 1, to land there should be land on Mercury. So first part we have to discuss, is there a solid surface on Mercury or not? Because if you are planning to land on Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, then we have doubt that whether land is available or not, because these planets are hopefully gaseous planet. For Jupiter we have doubt that some hard core must be there, but for other planets we have doubt that whether any surface is available or only gases are there. So Jupiter onwards, that Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, they are gaseous planet. Till 2006, when we are considering Pluto as a planet, then Pluto was having surface, solid surface. Many people are calling Earth as a solid planet, but Earth is not a solid planet. Some part of Earth is in solid state, because you are aware there is a lot of atmosphere, that is gaseous part, then surface is there, that is hard surface. But if you compare egg, then whatever the shell of egg is there, like that hard surface is there on Earth, which is hardly of 35 to 45 kilometer thick. Remaining is semi-solid, and interior part is again solid, that is core. Core is also divided into two parts. The inner core is solid. But if you compare the radius of Earth, that is approximately 6,400 kilometers. So out of 6,400 kilometers, hardly 35 to 45 kilometers is solid. Rest of things are either semi-solid or in liquid state. So this way you are getting the clear idea about Earth. So we can call Earth as a planet existing in all three phases, solid, liquid and gases. Now for Mercury, we have to compare same way. If you are going to discuss about Mercury, then Mercury is having hard surface. And therefore, is it possible to land on Mercury? Answer is yes, because land is there. Now, second thing, why I called this as supposed to be first planet? Because Mercury is visible with our normal eye prior to sunrise or after the sunset for a while. Either it can be there prior to sunrise if visible, otherwise it will be there available after sunset for a while, and many times it is not observed because it is in the brightness, the brighter part of sun. It may be behind the sun or in front of sun also, and therefore we are not able to observe Mercury always. Now beyond Mercury, that means between Mercury and sun, if any planet is there, then obviously we can't see, and that's why we consider that Mercury is the first known planet. Alright, I am not saying Mercury is the first planet, first known planet. May be there. I am not saying there are planets, but may be there, because there is another concept that is called as Roche limit. If that is depending upon gravitational field, distance and all that, I am simplifying it, that if any object is getting closer to this high gravity body, then it can break out into pieces. May be possible, that is the reason. Now, planet may not be there. If you are keen observer of space science, then try to recollect incident that is of Shoemaker-Levy comet that was collided on Jupiter. At that time also, when it was appearing very close to Jupiter, it was obviously divided into smaller pieces, fragments, and these fragments collided on the Jupiter. So this is because of Roche limit. So may be possible because of this Roche limit another planet may not be there between Jupiter, between Mercury and Sun. So that's why in beginning only we use word supposed to be the first planet. So supposed to be first planet, then landing, so land is there. Now third factor, it is known closest planet to Sun and therefore we can experience that it must be very, very hot. Obviously, because Sun is actually factory of hydrogen bomb blasting out continuously. Nuclear fusion reaction is going on Sun. Solar corona, that is when we are observing total solar eclipse. At that time, when Sun is completely hidden by moon, that is new moon days moon, it is completely hidden, then we are able to observe some bright light around that is called as corona. This corona is otherwise not observed from Earth's surface. So at time of total solar eclipse only we are able to observe. The solar corona is having temperature of several lakh degrees Celsius. Sun's surface is comparatively colder. Don't imagine colder means like tundra region or something. Colder means having temperature in the range of 5000 to 6000 degrees Celsius. And if you are going inside the sun's body, just hypothetically, then temperature may rise in terms of crores of degrees Celsius. And that's why we can expect that Mercury should be very, very, very hot planet. And that's why landing is not possible. But Mercury is having almost zero atmosphere. Now it is understood that rare atmosphere is there, but that rare is very, very, very rare. And that is also not possessing the greenhouse gases. Therefore, if you observe the Mercury's temperature, that is minimum temperature, that will be in range of minus 183 degrees Celsius. You are getting closer to Sun and still temperature is observed that is in the range of minus 183 degrees Celsius. This is obviously towards dark side of Mercury, where night is there at that time. But if you are there in daytime, then temperature exceeds 400 degrees Celsius. Plus, obviously minus 400 degrees is not possible because you are aware that minimum possible temperature in this universe is minus 273 degrees Celsius approximately, minus 273.15, or more precise answers are also there, but here we can consider minus 273 degrees Celsius. So below that we can't go. So if you are there on Mercury to the side of Sun, that means daytime, temperature may be high as more than 400 degrees Celsius. But if you are there at night time of Mercury, then temperature is in the range of minus 180 degrees Celsius. And now we are getting clear-cut answer that if we want to land on Mercury, we can land our spacecraft at the night side of Mercury. Mercury resembles to moon to very, very great extent. Even a detailed photograph may confuse us whether photograph is of moon or Mercury. It resembles means look like Mercury, but properties are different. Mercury is having very hard core, and bigger part of Mercury is in form of core, and therefore Mercury is very, very heavy. Whereas some of the satellites, for example Ganymede, Titan, like that satellites are bigger in size than Mercury. Alright, but Mercury is the heaviest among all these satellites. If you compare all satellites, then mass of Mercury is more. And therefore we can't say that Mercury is something like satellite by mistake it is there in the orbit of Sun. But obviously it's very, very heavy. It is second densest planet in the solar system, and with this data we can say that there is hard surface. Opposite side of Sun, that is where night is there, at that time we have temperature in range of minus 180 degrees Celsius. So with proper clothing like Neil Armstrong Aldrin, these people have performed, or other astronaut also today, developed techniques are there. And so these astronauts are going in the space, they are having a special type of suit which is resistant of radiations, which is resistant of low temperature and some other part. So that type of suit is used. Then even man can land within few decades, obviously I have to say, because here our dream is to land on Mercury, Mars is not fulfilled. Just now we are able to land on moon. Now lot of things are there, but scientists are obviously, they are a very enthusiastic person and they are trying to reach. Now particularly with reference to India, we are also planning, we means ISRO is planning out to send manned mission in the space, particularly towards moon. So we can expect that within few decades we can roam all over the solar system with body. Now we are having satellites, we are having spacecrafts, and with help of that we are wandering here. But it is possible for us to land on Mercury, provided that journey will be not that easy, because sun is emitting out flares time to time. But we can't predict out when sun is emitting out flare. Solar winds are also there, they are also very strong. But as at least two spacecrafts have reached till Mercury, it is possible to take spacecraft till Mercury. Now we have to get advanced, and that's why is it possible to reach on Mercury? Is it possible to land on Mercury? Answer is yes. I hope you are observing this video, and this is not only for entertainment purpose. With that, we are having various facts about Mercury. We are going to discuss not all the facts, but various facts we are going to discuss. Thanks for observing this video.